G'day guys, how's it going? Alright, in this video what we're doing is we're going to do a review or a test using the Sealmate. So basically, if you've got a shocker, now this is obviously out of the bike, so a bit of a backstory is that I've got a Virago 250 here, just doing a bike build on it. To use this particular thing, you don't need it to be out of the bike, you can do it while it's still all in the bike. That's why I've got this out. I've been painting and chroming and all that kind of stuff. But on this shock here, I'll bring it in closer. So hopefully we'll get you to see that. Where are we there? So you can see all here is all oil. So that's what's leaking out. And that is what we want that thing to stop doing. So let's give it a shot. Rightio guys, so the first thing I'm going to do is just clean the fork. I'm just using suspension cleaner. You can use anything, I would presume, to clean this up, but I want to clean this up. Then I've got to get this dust seal off. So just get a small screwdriver. See if we can pop that up without wrecking it. Little bit by little bit. Zoom you guys in. And just little bit by little bit, you can see that coming up. And all the junk coming out of it. There we go. Rightio, so now that we've got that off, so we can actually see there's a lot of bloody crud around there, and if we look on the inside where this actual seal is, there's a whole heap of crud in there too. So what I'm going to do is basically give this a bit of a squirt around, a bit of a clean up, and I'll come back to you. Rightio guys, so apparently the person, or previous owner, because I only just bought this bike, they obviously knew about the leaky thing, and they'd actually put that in there to try and help stop the oil coming out, which is pretty much futile. Rightio guys, so I've got all that cleaned up in there because I don't want any dirt in there. As I'm putting that, I don't want to push more dirt back into it. The dust seal, I've had that all cleaned up. Now I'll give you a quick look at the what comes. This is the instructions and information that comes with the seal, so you can pause the thing if you want to read that. Here's a close-up of the actual Sealmate tool. It's just basically a very thin piece of plastic with this hook being the thing which will, as we do. Alright, let's get it in there and see what happens. Rightio guys, so all we're going to do is grab this. Now I've never done this before, but we've wrapped that around and we're going to push that, Jesus, push this in so it goes down. There we go. I believe we just push that as far as it'll go. And I think that's as far as it's going to go. Yep. So now what we've got to do is just grab this and go around. It's hard to do this with you guys in the way. And it would be easier if this was in a bike. There we go. So all I'm doing is just basically going around it. They say to go a couple of times, and then it's very important, we've got to lift up and make sure that that hook thing, alright, so I reckon we've got it around. Let's make sure that we turn it as we lift it up. So like that. So what have we got? It looks like there's definitely gunk in there. And yeah, hopefully you guys can see that, but I can definitely see that there is some stuff there. So basically now what we would do is pump those shockers up and down and see if it's got a kind of like reset, so we get a little bit of oil out. But just knowing that obviously these are pretty shitty, I'm just going to clean that again and then I'll do that process again. Well, there we go, guys. I'm looking at the little screen. I don't know whether you can tell, but can you see there is still junk? So I just did that a second time and more gunk has come out of it. And basically they say you just, once you do it, you pump it, see if it resits, and if it doesn't work, try it again. Now obviously I'm just going to do it a third time until I do it and nothing comes out. Alright, so put that in. I found the easy way to do it is just to put that sideways like that. Oh, idiot. Do that and then around we go and then pull up. And then we see, I mean, it's fairly fine, dirty stuff now. There was no actual granules there this time. Rightio, this is going to be the 4th time I do this. In we go. Down as far as it'll go. Around we go. And then pull up. And I think, where are you? There. I think we might be looking alright. Rightio, so I'll just give that a bit of a squirt. Looking pretty good. So now what we've got to do is pump this shocker and see what oil. So to start with, I think we'll get some oil. So the idea now is to have that seal reset. So, so where are we? There we go. So you can see that there's been some oil come out. So I'm going to clean this up. Then we do it again. Oh, so now I can see straight away that we're already getting way less. So I'm quietly confident, guys. It feels like there is, but there's... I'll have to take these gloves off. Just one more wipe. In actual fact, what I'll do, because I want to make sure that this is actually doing the job. I don't want to trick myself. Righto, take the gloves off. So now, so I can feel nothing on there, no oil at all. Right, let's give it another pump. See, from this angle, me looking down, I can see that there is something there. But it doesn't feel, oh wow, it doesn't feel oily. Well, I'll be bloody buggered. That's not oily. That's the same grippy But obviously when the rubber goes over it, it makes it look like that, but that's not oily at all. So either that's bloody fixed it. Well, there you go. That just saved me a whole heap of bloody money. I was thinking I was going to have to take it and get all the seals bloody done. Well, there you go. So, you got a leaky shocker, buy that, give it a go. Very simple. As I said, you don't need to have this. You don't have to take the shocker out of the bike. The only tricky part is, and it's not tricky, get a little screwdriver and just gently pop that the dust seal. That dust seal is just a dust seal up out of the way. Remember, just clean it all up, pop that in, go around and around, bring it up, and hopefully, if it's... The only reason that this is not going to work is if your seal is actually stuffed. The only problem with this one, and with a lot of bikes I would presume, is that it gets a little bit of a grain of sand or a bit of dirt, pops in, gets in between the tube and the seal, and that's where the oil gets to leak out. So if you can use that to get it out, $13 off eBay is what I paid for. I know there are DIY, people make them out of like school book binder plastic stuff, but yeah, hey, for $13 get yourself one of them. Cool. Alright guys, keep on riding, and if you ain't riding, keep on keeping on.